So if you're like me and you finish building a clubhouse bed, now you've got all these scrap pieces and you have to think, what could I build with it? Perhaps I should sit down and ponder this. I know, I'll build a chair. I'm going to be using some scrap 1/2-inch pallet wood for the seat of my chair. It's jagged on the side, so I'm going to edge joint it with this jig I copied from Steve Ramsey. Assuming you're using the 3/4-inch scrap pieces from the bed build, you may or may not have to edge joint them for the seat to be a panel. You could also just make the seat out of slats and use a spacer to get even distance between the slats if you don't want to edge joint or you don't have the tools. Whoa, did you expect that? I didn't. It's a good thing I was wearing eye protection like my mom told me to. Here, I'm making the jointed boards parallel for the glue-up. Look, I learned my lesson. Wait until the blade is done spinning before removing debris. Looks like the lesson didn't stick. Now I'm ripping all the stretchers and aprons down to size. 3 inches for the backrest, 2.5 inches for the aprons, and 2 inches for the stretchers. I'll glue up the panel so it can dry while I continue to work. I'm not too worried about alignment because these boards are going to need some work. The pallet wood was pretty messed up. That being said, I'm still going to clamp the edges together, so I have to remove the least amount of material. I've set up a stop block so that I can ensure all of my legs are the same size. All the backs, aprons, and stretchers are the same size, so that makes these crosscuts a breeze. I have a planer, so I'm going to use it for these seat panels. The first chair I built, I didn't have a planer, so I just used a belt sander instead. It worked perfectly. If your panel is less than ideal after the glue up, you can just sand it flat. Here, I'm tracing out my seat back and using some of the string to give me a rough idea of a curve I like. I fold the paper in half to ensure that I have symmetrical sides when I cut. Don't mind the color change. Using a jigsaw, I cut close to my line. Then I use a sander to round these corners. Lots of pocket holes to hold this piece together. I figured for this project it would be easier to sand before assembly. I'm using the shorter leg to mark where the apron will connect to the taller leg. I'm marking left and right pieces so the ugly side of the wood isn't visible. Then I marked how far up I wanted the stretchers to go. Now we can glue and screw this assembly. I marked down 3 inches so the top of the chair back is in line with the tops of the legs. Now I'm squaring up the chair seat. Don't want that dropping in. Then I could make marks for the back legs so this piece will fit like a glove, and then cut them out with a jigsaw. I put glue on the aprons and then glue the seat in place. The seat didn't quite fit like a glove, so we would flush sand it. A few coats of spray lacquer, and we're done. Oh hey, you're still there. Well, maybe you should subscribe if you've made it all the way this far. I hope you enjoyed this build and all the scrap wood that you used up making it. Guess I'll see you on the next one.